We back. Oye, gente, Raw City, estamos de vuelta.
We ya went.
¿Y ese vaso de quién?
Yeah, back. We ya went. But eso es basura.
We went nowhere, bro. You know, shit happened.
That's what I'm saying. You say you went, y'all back, like y'all went.
That's not an explanation, bro. I'm sure that people want to know why we have no new episodes and how long we got without recording. Let's clear that up.
Why we have no new episode?
How long we haven't recorded for?
For 2 months. We haven't recorded for 2 months.
Why? Yeah.
That's a great question. Why?
Why you haven't recorded for 2 months, Raw City?
You asking me that? We got D in the building. D. Special guest.
What's the word?
That's Franco Monarchy.
I got to.
What's it called? What's it? Say it.
I'm gonna go today. I'm gonna go with Anonymous.
Yeah.
Bueno ahí.
But look me up, LFM_Poppy.
Yeah. LFM. Mm-hmm. To look you up on Discord?
No, Instagram.
Yeah.
What's the word, man? What's going on?
So after 2 months not recording, we decided to record today on a Monday, the first Monday of November.
Shout out Pachi too.
Shout out Pachi, who's not here today.
Yeah, that's the.
I'm actually gonna call him as we record him.
What?
Let's talk.
Why we didn't record, Josh? Let's tell the audience why we didn't record.
You want to get into that now, or let's do it later? Let's just let's introduce the guest and have the guest have his moment. Oh, y'all want to talk about it now? We can break it down now and break the ice with that.
Let's talk about what's up. I mean,
why are you here, bro?
Yeah, exactly.
Why are you here?
What's up?
First of all, I pull up to see the fam, the Raw City fam.
Because this is literally family.
Right. Second of all, we giving it a round 2. You know, I was here before because of technical difficulties. We didn't get to really put out the
video. That's a fact.
And so we giving it another go.
That's one of those videos that got deleted.
And I'm in a different stage right now in life. You know how life be lifing and shit.
What stage?
I would say if I could put it in one word.
Sum it up in a statement. Make a short statement.
I'm still in transition.
Transitioning from?
Because it's a little hard to shake your past life. Like, when it's really ingrained deep and you like found a new purpose, a new air for something different. So I'm still there. Like, still got 1 foot in, like, shit out. You know?
You got 1 foot in bullshit.
And 1 foot out.
And 1 foot out of the bullshit.
So transition mode from out of the bullshit.
That's good. And what do you think might help you transition? Do you have any idea? Have you done some self-searching and what you think you need? What in order to help you transition? Because I don't know what side you transition to. If you want to go straight into the bullshit, or you trying to take the other foot and go get out of the bullshit. Like, what steps are you taking in order to help your transitions to either? I don't know the side, and I respect both sides because it's the way you live or may be living. I don't know what it is, so like, help me out with that line of thought. 1 foot in, 1 foot out.
So it's basically consistency for me right now. Like, I just gotta stay consistent in the direction that I'm going, and I feel like everything will play out. You know what I mean? So I'm trying to get outside of the bullshit, obviously.
Boom. Okay.
Obviously. Just not concrete on exactly what that is yet. So we still, you know, what it would take. Probably a bag if I'm keeping it 100 right now.
You feel like you need a bag in order to get out the bullshit?
To feel better within the bullshit. Because I feel like in life a nigga don't really ever get out of no bullshit.
Okay.
Ultimately.
You got to deal with some bullshit. All the time.
We keeping it raw.
I have to agree.
No Diddy. RAWCITY.
What type of bag do you need to get out the bullshit?
Approximately like 150K.
Okay.
Maybe it make me feel a lot better right now.
What would 150K do for you? What would it change?
Todo el mundo tiene su código y su vaina que piensa que uno puede hacer con su par de pesos. You know what I mean? I got a couple things in sight that I feel like I mean, that's just the ballpark number and shit like that.
Well, you think 150?
That's not enough for me to be like, oh, I'm gonna put my leg up. But right now, that's what I'm set on.
You think 150 is gonna take you out the bullshit completely?
No, but it'll make me feel a lot better. Get me out of transition mode.
Got it.
Faster. But it has to be all together.
Preferably.
I defer from that.
Well, I mean, I'm all ears.
I don't think it takes money for you to get out the bullshit. I think it takes a decision and just get out the bullshit. Sometimes you gotta cut ties. You know, they use this real cliche shit, right? People, places, and things. That's real.
But you have to remember, sometimes you trying to get that money keep you in the bullshit.
That too can happen.
And then
You basically made kind of like a box where you're like, unless I get that, I still have to deal with it. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like,
not necessarily.
That's the way I perceived it.
Right.
I need 150,000, and the thought about leaving the bullshit, I'm done with it. I think it's more psychological than it is monetary.
It is.
Right?
Right.
I think it's a 50-50.
There is a debate whether it's the percentage. Like, that's something to talk about.
Listen.
Either way, look, what happens when you make the decision over and over again and you just don't get the result you're expecting?
That's the problem, the expectation. It's a problem.
Like what?
What do you expect? How could you expect anything? Like let's not use you as an example, because then we'll be, putting you up against a fence. Anybody who's been in the streets and decides to get out the streets, when they find, listen, I'm gonna get out when they put a goal. This shit's not working out, but in order for me to get out, I'm gonna do it this way. We know a handful of people that never goes the way it's supposed to go. Mm-hmm. Usually when the person is racing to get out, for some reason, the cops is right behind you. It's weird shit happens, bro.
All the time.
That man said, look, this summer I'm gonna get out. I'm done. It's over.
It's my last run.
It's my last run. Spring, he said this in the winter. Spring, boom, he got knocked.
Yeah, it happens over and over.
It happens a lot, bro. So I say that to say it's more a psychological thing, because sometimes we're afraid of the other side because we don't know the other side completely, more than the bullshit. Sometimes you know the bullshit so much. Like, you could be accustomed to being the bullshit, and that's a comfort zone to be in the bullshit because you know it. You know the bullshit.
Right.
And the other side, when you're out of the bullshit, you don't want to attempt to go to that side because it's not a comfort place. You don't know what's to come, even if it's good for you, bro. Even if you know that on the other side everything's good, the fact that you don't know the good that everything is sometimes can make you shaky about that. Like, I don't know, bro.
It's the other side. You don't know.
It's the other side. You don't know it, bro. You don't want to say the grass is green on the other side. Yeah, but I don't know the other side. I don't know the other side. I know this side where the grass ain't green, and I'm good in this shit right now. I'm good in this And that happens it doesn't just happen in the street life, bro. That happens even in abusive situations where a woman gets beat by her husband. She don't leave the husband because she's comfortable and knows this man that beats her, rather than to get a new man and not know what may come of that new relationship. Those fears she's not willing to handle, but the fear of this guy that she knows how bad she gets beat, she's okay with. She's already
not willing to find out.
You know what I mean? It's real like that. It's all psychological to me. It has nothing to do with money.
It all depends, though.
To me.
It all depends the situation,
right?
Because a relationship is not about the money. The bullshit is different.
But it could be that you could tell you, I'm gonna give you $100,000 for you to leave that man. 150,000, leave him. Yo, I'm gonna have 150,000. Bota sola.
They don't look at it like that's not the same.
It won't be a solution, but it'll make her feel better, like I said.
Bota sola, va a este hombre. Él me quiere. Él lo que me da par de galletas.
150 para que lo deje.
¿Tú me entiendes? Sí. Él me quiere, él lo que me da par de galletas, pero él me quiere.
Él me ama.
Él me ama.
Oye.
Ustedes no lo conocen.
Everybody does that.
Hay saco loca allá afuera.
Ustedes no lo conocen, es un hombre.
Sí.
Yo mejor aguanto mi galleta y que no me peguen cuernos.
Sí, oye.
It's psychological, bro. And I'm not trying to like mock or make fun of that situation. I'm just highlighting the fact that it could be like that. And you know, and I could, you know, and relate. It's relative. The streets. There's nothing good about a transaction. And realistically speaking, that transaction is not a good transaction in the street, right? It's frowned upon. Those transactions are frowned upon, right? Generally speaking.
Yeah, so
even if you're doing it for the greater good, right?
I don't want us to just like make it about the street thing, because that's not necessarily
where you at with it.
Well, I was talking.
That's what I'm saying, because I moved it away from you, so we don't believe that's what we're.
That's definitely a thing, though.
Yeah, right.
I'm still tempted, just like everybody. I mean, not gonna say everybody is, but a big percentage of people coming from a situation that I have.
Of people is tempted.
You know what I mean? But bullshit is bullshit. Like, you know, people go through transitions all the time. Like, I mean, if you aware in life, I feel like I'm one of the few that actually can see me being in a stage period and identify with transition.
Right.
Like, for me to be aware that I'm there,
right,
to me it's already a win. Like, alright, I'm on transition, but I'm already past, it's like levels. Like, I'm already past I know the streets ain't it.
Right.
Now I'm like, I tried the jobs a couple of times.
Right.
But I'm still on transition modes, because I'm still like, are the jobs even for me? So it's still that's a whole nother level of transition. Like, alright, I did the job shit for a year or two. Okay, now what? It's not really fulfilling. So.
You think a year or two is enough?
But do you have, I mean, everybody to me, I don't got 40 years to give, my nigga.
No, for example.
I don't got another 20 years to give to say, oh, I'm retired, a nigga give me a 401k.
For example, I did a 10-year bid in one job. I think I got the rights to say.
To you, big up your Raw City, you know.
I got
bullshit for niggas that could hold the job down for that long. Like, I give it to you.
But you're supposed to. You're supposed to.
Says who?
Says society, right?
Right.
It says
society. How many
society.
things you disagree with in society that society says?
Not too many.
Really?
Yeah, not too many.
Sure.
I find that.
Not too many.
I don't disagree with too many things. I think that in order for you to be, I'm gonna use myself as an example. In order for you to be self-sufficient, you gotta know how not to be. You gotta go through the ropes. You're not skipping no levels. Like he said, there's levels. You can't tell me that you know what it is to get your own on your own, right? If you didn't first work for somebody else. for you to know that that's not what you want to do.
Right.
And my personal opinion, I don't think that you working for a year is enough for you to say, nah, bro, that shit ain't for me.
You have to understand, hay gente que se dan cuenta al mes that shit is for them.
Al mes. How long does it take you to know that you don't like a food?
Oh no, it's poison to me.
Huh?
It's poison.
What you mean?
If it's poison, I don't like it. Like if there's a food that, if I say I don't like it, the text, you know what's the problem? Here's what's different about food and work.
Or life.
Food and work, because that's what you said.
Talking about work.
Food, work. You need a job. Because if you don't have a job, shout out to Mark. If you don't have a job, then how you live?
Who's Mark? You just shouted.
He just said this. He just told me this.
Gotcha.
He said, yo, if you don't have a job, then how are you living?
Right.
It's an honest question.
Right.
So I think you first got to have a job and put yourself in a place that allows you to be self-sufficient. That's what I'm trying to say. I got this job. I lasted 10 years in this job.
Yeah.
I made enough money to where I feel like I could take the chance and be on my own. You get what I'm saying? I'm not saying that you're supposed to stay there or not. And I'm not telling you how long it may take for you to be there. Not what I did in 10 years, you could have done it in 1 year.
Right.
I don't know. And that 1 year gave you enough for you to be out here and be self-sufficient. I don't know. That could happen. It could happen to you for 6 months. Look, I worked for 6 months. I developed enough money to be self-sufficient. Now with this money, I did something else that led me into this place. That's amazing. It took me 10 years. And one solid job that I hated every day. I hated this job every day.
Took you 10 years to do what though?
Leave and be self-sufficient.
No. Well, I'm not going to say no. I'm going to say from my perspective.
Yeah.
It took you 10 years to realize that wasn't it.
That's not for me.
Why so long?
Because I needed to feed a family. So I couldn't just, I needed to.
So it didn't take you 10 years to make the decision.
To leave?
That you didn't like it, because you probably knew you didn't like it.
No, the first day. The first day I knew, that I wanted to be self-sufficient. But I knew that I needed to be here. To be there.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
That's a different tact that we talking about.
Yeah.
There.
I needed to be here.
Different act that a nigga got to touch on. That's different.
There's a grind. There's a process of grinding that you got to go through. That if you've never been through grinding, where you know what's grinding? You know what's grinding? What do you think grinding is?
Everybody will have their own definition of it.
Yeah, what do you think? That's what I'm asking. What do you think grinding is?
What's your definition of grinding?
Hostia.
Grinding to you is hustling.
Yeah.
What's grinding to you?
To me?
Yeah.
Like he said, grinding, like making something out of nothing, like making it work, going hard as you need to go to
so
make something happen.
This is what I understand grinding is.
Like hustling.
When you're stuck in a place, when you're stuck doing something that is doing nothing else but that, and you're grinding, you're not moving forward nor back. You're in one place. The check don't change.
Como cuando se gata.
The check doesn't change. You're not doing nothing different. You're still in front of that computer. You're still doing AutoCAD. You're still doing. It's the same. It's the same walls. It's the same wires you're running. It's the same, and you still look. You grind the boom, boom, and you're like, yo, I know that this is not getting me nowhere. The work is not going nowhere, but the process will get me somewhere. It's teaching me a lesson, and I'm getting paid. I'm providing for my family. Because if I don't have a job, I'm not providing. And if this is what I know, I'm grinding now. I'm stuck here grinding. It's repetitive work, and there's no advancing. I can't get a higher position than the one I got. I'm already leading the office. I'm already passing orders to the back. I'm right below the person who owns the entire company. And it's monotone already. It's the same thing every day.
Worked your way up.
Every day.
And it wasn't fulfilled.
Every day. I will get to work late every single day that I worked in that company.
Oh, I hate it.
I never made it at 8 o'clock.
I'm not gonna sit here and sugarcoat it, coat it, anything. Like, at the end of the day, I respect the person, man, woman, or whatever, that busts his ass and works. I don't have my job.
That grind?
I've enjoyed grinding.
That grind?
In that sense, for somebody else. But ultimately, it's for somebody else. And it's not fulfilling. So, not only me, but I've seen you. I've seen my mom. That today, she'll complain about her elbow from the tanto de habló en el salón. So, si yo estoy aprendiendo de lo que ella está pasando y yo no quiero que el codo mío tampoco me duela, aunque no sea blow el que yo esté pasando.
I agree with that. So, but the problem...
Yo no tengo que pasar 20 años, no, pero claro está
cambiar el sistema.
Que hay que pagar los biles. Y tú tienes 70 muchachos, niños, que yo lo quiero muchísimo.
I got 6.
Yo no tengo ni
¿Cuánto?
uno.
6, not 70. I don't understand what you're trying to do right now. I don't know if I should be offended or not.
No, yo no tengo...
I'm rocking,
mira, espérate, yo no tengo
he
ni
said
uno.
I got 70 children.
Yo no tengo ni uno.
Yeah.
That's counting the kids that you don't claim on.
What is this nigga trying to do today?
Not like that.
You on a mission?
I'm talking about, like, you know...
Is this man on a mission?
Yo.
Niggas that you raised up in the hood.
Wait, hold on. You just said what?
Clarify, bro. You gotta clarify. I'm looking dead in the camera. Look at the camera, bro. Clarify all these things.
This podcast raw or is it
It's raw.
It's raw, bro. But I don't got 70 kids, bro.
You know that that's the thing? You know that that's... Hold on. But you know that that's the thing.
You a foul nigga, cut.
Y'all niggas burnt out. Really burnt out. I thought I was cooked.
Nah.
Dale.
Yeah.
That's a thing nowadays.
What?
That I gotta clarify. What if I was just talking, my nigga? Remember them times that you could just talk?
Nah, but they'll believe that I got 70. Nah, they'll believe I got 70. This nigga? He got 70.
You know what? I did know that one. Yeah, nah, that's not what to clarify, you know what I'm saying? You got kids that you raised up in the hood, not necessarily got to be biological niggas like me.
Indirectly, yeah.
Cousin or whatever, we don't need to know that on camera. But
I mean, if you ain't claimed them, it ain't be
whatever. Alright, moving forward.
Go ahead, bro.
At the end of the day, yo estoy harto de trabajo, y los jefes que me mamen un huevo personal. Y yo quiero ser mi propio jefe. No es vainita que yo no tengo nada. Oh, look, we live in the information era. So I give it to my parents and the people before me that didn't have the information. They didn't know better. They thought that's what it was.
It's not a rare thought that you got.
20 years. That's what they thought what it was. 20 years and then we retire and I made it, papi, we good.
That works.
It does.
That works.
Nigga, you a living testament.
There's intrapreneurs and entrepreneurs.
Everybody has they card that they've been dealt.
The entrepreneurs, I know people that make $200,000 working for somebody else, and that's fulfilling to them.
They're okay with it,
and that's fulfilling.
If I was making $1 million a year working for somebody else, I probably wouldn't have a problem either.
I would have a problem,
but I'm out here making what?
No,
$550.
I have a problem anyway.
Ultimately, I think I would too. Because I just have a problem with the next nigga telling me what to do. Like, if I know, alright, I do have that problem with authority. Niggas know.
You from the Bronx, bro. Most of us do.
Right. There's a lot
it's
of
not
niggas
rare.
from the Bronx that don't, though.
Most of us do, though.
I'm saying, your trajectory is not mine. So
it's not.
So at the end of the day, my transition is not your transition.
No.
And we talking about it openly, aggressively.
Yes.
For whoever's, watching for the sake of my story.
Yes.
So let's get back to who I am, I guess.
So it took you a year to find out.
Me?
Oh, you already knew you didn't want to work for nobody.
Dog, I've had a lot of time to myself.
Okay.
I've had a lot of time to myself. I did, some time in jail. That's not to boast in it, but about it. And out of that 6 years, I probably did like 3 years of real internal, like, tuning in, laying out all
getting
the
to know
in
self
front of me and all of that, whoop-de-woo, without having to worry about, because they strip you from everything.
Right.
You don't worry about a phone bill. You don't worry about rent. If we being raw, Nigga had a job making what, like $7 a month before I seen that. A month.
$7 a month.
In a prison, it's slavery, but we off that.
Yeah.
At the end of the day,
That's another conversation.
when I was in there, my last 30, 40 days, I had to do quarantine. So I was extra. I was quarantined on my way out of prison after 6 years. So it was like prison inside of prison my last 30 days. Di que si tú aprendiste, va a aprender ahora más antes de salir para que te acuerdes. Let's turn up the heat for the last 30 days. I knew already, bro. I remembered. I've had time to remember that time that I balled up the supermarket shit and threw it at the manager, nigga, like, suck my dick. Can I curse?
No, you good. Yeah, you good.
Suck my dick, nigga. I could make this on the block. I've had those times. I've had those, and I had time to sit down and flash. It's like, yo, why do I feel like that? Why I can't be like my uncles and them and just really like just work every day, programmed robot shit.
You just touched on something, but go ahead. You said my uncles and shit.
So forth.
Remind me later. You're gonna continue, but I'm just a quick
everybody's
parentheses. I sat down with my uncles, and I sat down with Elio and Ulysses, and with like 6 of our uncles in the same place. We'll talk about that later on the podcast. Dale.
At the end of the day, to sum it all up and not drag my feet, whatever. There's more to life than working for somebody else. But now there's like that saying, not enough chiefs and too many, not enough Indians, too many chiefs. There's a time and place for everybody. There's a person that's made to be. That person at the cash register, and they do it good. Love the shit out of them.
No, I love those people.
Love the shit out of most. Bravo's supermarket.
I love them the most.
Register ladies and all of that. Those be the best, women to meet or whatever.
I hate self-checkout.
Why?
I just hate it. The concept is trash.
It takes away from the...
I need a human. I need a human to tell me, yo, these onions, instead of 6, go get 7. That's the special. When you self-checkout, it tells you got 7. Bro, I don't got 7. I got 6. You're lying.
Yeah.
So, anyway, the human interaction thing, I need that. Go.
Yeah.
My nigga, there's more to life than working for somebody else, is my perspective.
And I agree 100%.
There's fulfillment. There's a such thing. You don't got a purpose. My saying is, you don't got a purpose going out there and make that shit up. Make one up. Don't be out there. They could go, I don't know what I'm living for. Go out there and find something to live for. It's more than money. But money's, partially the motivation and
it's
shit.
Dangerous.
And niggas gotta pay bills.
It's dangerous. So I'm telling you, I hear what you're saying, but it's dangerous.
You gotta lock shit in to pay your bills. You pay your bills, my nigga. But don't doubt that you can, if one day you feel like pressing that button and you want to tell your boss to go get some Diddy oil, you tell him go get some Diddy oil, and you're gonna live the same way. I'm not gonna say you're gonna live the same way,
it's
but
possible.
Y mañana, tú vas a volver a despertarte si Dios quiere.
To be honest, to me, it ain't even about the money.
What's it about?
Time.
What's it about for you? What's it about?
For me, it's not about the money.
We're gonna go around the room.
For me, it is about the money.
When we say it, what's it? To me, it's about the money. What's
it's about the money?
In general, everything.
Yes. That's the most important tools we need. We have.
Tool is the key word.
Yeah, he said tool.
With that tool, we have access to everything. So we just here to live here and breathe, and that's it. Nah, but we need the tool. That's the most important one, and we gotta chase it and get it. No hay más nada.
Mi loco, no hay más nada. Just that this is gonna butt in real quick. Tú nunca echado un polvo loco de tembleque así, de gratis.
Sí.
Que no te costó nada. Eso sin cuarto, eso sin dinero.
Sí, está todo, pero que eso You're right. Eso es sin cuarto. Eso es sin cuarto.
No tiene precio. Ah, tiene precio, pero
¿qué
no vamos
pasa?
a hablar de eso. Digo,
Está bien. Eso es sin cuarto.
entonces
So,
ya-
eso es otra. That's another
to get
tool.
back on track,
Eso es otra
hay
herramienta.
vaina en el mundo que no tiene que ver con dinero.
Muchas cosas en el mundo que no tienen que ver con plata.
No, el sobrino, un cumpleaños, una vaina, se le prende una vela, coño, pudimos comprarle el bizcocho, eso no es el dinero. Eso es, tú sabes.
It's a 50-50 thing in the world.
No. Ah, como que tú no, que you still see dollar signs attached to it.
I've been blessed. Making money has never been a problem.
Right.
Getting to a bag has never been a problem.
No, getting to it is not a problem.
It doesn't. Que si yo que uno cuarto. That's not a
So what has been the
time.
problem? For
I'm working against time. I know how long I got to be here on Earth.
time for.
So time is very important for me. So I know in order for me to get the time that I want for myself, I need to get some money.
Period.
So I'm getting money for time. I'm not getting time for money. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going out to get money because
You're not selling your time, you're buying it.
I'm buying time.
Yes, that's what you do.
Yeah.